Hello, my name is Jessica. I wanted to make a video about getting into running. Alright, I've tried running before. I don't like to run in the winter because it's cold, but I'm going to have to get back into running, and I know what worked for me before. What has worked the best for me is anger. Also being sad. When my uncle died, it was kind of a mixture. It went back and forth. And my mother, she used to be into running a lot. She had told me that to get into running, one of the things to do is to pretend you're running away from your problems, basically. And I didn't, like, I had problems, but I didn't really get it until a few times in my life so far that I felt like I was breaking. I don't like to lose, I don't like to fail, and I felt like I was losing everything, and I was going to succeed, and I got to the point where I wanted everything to stop. I am a fighter, basically, so I tend to like to face things head on, but a few things had happened, and I didn't want to face it head on. I wanted to run away, which then turned into me wanting everything to stop, and I just wanted a break, and I'd come back to it later, and that actually helped. What I've learned is that when you run, my mother talked about this feeling, you start to feel really good, and I had never got to the really good feeling. I thought it didn't work for me. I would run, and I'd feel okay at first, and then I'd feel horrible. It was painful. It's like your throat burns and everything. It hurt. And then as I kept running, before I could never really keep running, I didn't see a point. My whole point was really, oh, I need to look better, this and that. Then it got to a safety issue, which I took more as I need to be able to run away from people, and people can only typically. I looked up how far people can I looked up how far regular people will run, and compared it to my friends and other people, and they can't do it. People can't really run for any long periods of distances. So my whole point was just run farther than that, basically. And then I put it all into like muscle, which is lifting weights, which when I went to the bulking. But I could not before get past the pain stage of running. And I've gone past it before. I used to run 3 miles, morning and then night. It helped relax me. I didn't really understand. Once I got past it, I did not understand how it actually made how people could not go to sleep right after that, but I know people's bodies work differently. But anyways, so my thing is, what happened is, it was breaking, and then I ended up making, like, everything that I felt like I was losing at and breaking and everything became this one spot, and I ran from that spot. And I just kept running and running and running, and then it hurt, and the pain wasn't the same anymore, because I was in the whole don't cry phase. I don't like to cry, especially in front of people, where you feel like you're going to fall down. If you feel it, don't feel it down. So going through that, I ended up in a phase where it actually feels good, and that helped a lot. I ended up doing it more times because it made things feel better. Steps didn't hurt as much, and that's how I got into running. I wanted originally to lose some weight, wanted to get back in the small jeans. Then some actual stuff happened in my life that I apparently couldn't handle or didn't want to handle at the time. And I actually made it a location, and I wanted to get as far away from that location as possible. So I just kept running and running. And that's how I got into running. It stopped being about dieting. It really became about running away from my problems for a bit. I dealt with them later, but I wanted to break it first. And that was my break. And I got a benefit from it. Running, it can help. So it'll be good for you. It does help with the whole safety issue. If I do have to outrun somebody, which I know my mother's probably thinking that might happen because she had got me this flashlight that is like a bat as well. It's really long and it's hard. That thing is solid. She got it just in case somebody tried to rob me, kidnap me or anything, get me out of my vehicle. Her thing was grab the bat and take care of yourself. So, here you go. That's what got me into running. And I gotta get back into it. Right now it's more fear of what might happen, what might not happen, more I might fail and what I want to do. My goal, the job I want, I might fail. And that's really the fear that would get me now, and I don't want to think about the other stuff I felt before. It helped me get into running originally, but I don't want to really use it. I don't want to try and use that to get back into it. I don't want to think about it. I just want to say goodbye. Don't really know if I can do that, really. Nice, have a good day.